Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. My beloved brothers and sisters, there comes a time in every soul's life when someone enters our thoughts and simply refuses to leave. You pray, you distract yourself, you work, you do everything you can, but that person's memory still lingers. Their voice echoes, their smile flashes in your mind, and your heart aches in silence. And then you ask yourself, is this love, or is Allah testing me? My brothers and sisters, understand this. Not every person who enters your heart is meant to stay there. Sometimes Allah sends someone into your life not to be yours, but to teach you something about yourself, about patience, about attachment, about surrender. Crescent moon, when someone occupies your mind constantly. When you find yourself constantly thinking about someone, it can feel like an emotional storm. You might even start questioning, Ya Allah, why can't I forget them? Why do I feel such pain when they're not around? But here's what we forget. Allah controls the hearts. Nothing happens inside your heart without His permission. If He allowed this person to enter your mind, it is not without purpose. Sometimes Allah wants to show you that your heart has become too attached to His creation, and that attachment has started to take His place. Allah says in the Quran, and those who believe are stronger in their love for Allah. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:165. You see, true love, the kind that gives peace, is not the love that burns your heart for a person. It is the love that connects you back to your Creator. Broken heart love or a test. The difference lies in what it does to your iman. If thinking about that person brings you closer to Allah, if it makes you make dua, stay pure, guard your gaze and wait with patience, then perhaps it's love in its purest form. But if that thought takes you away from your salah, if it makes you restless, impatient, and distant from your Rabb, then, my dear brothers and sisters, it is not love. It is a test. Allah tests us through the things we love most, not to destroy us, but to purify our hearts. Sometimes the one who occupies your thoughts is there so that you can learn detachment, so that you can learn to love Allah more than you love them. Cherry blossom when Allah takes someone away. There are moments when Allah separates two souls who deeply care for each other. You cry, you question, you break down, but later in life you realize He was protecting you from something you couldn't see. Allah says in the Quran, but perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you. And Allah knows, while you know not. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. When someone walks away, maybe they were not meant to complete your story. Maybe they were sent only to awaken your soul. And when Allah removes them, He replaces that empty space with Himself, if you allow Him to. Dove, your heart belongs to Allah. Your heart was not created to be shattered by people. It was created to find peace in remembrance of Allah. Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Surah Ar-Raid 13:28. So when that person won't leave your thoughts, turn your heart towards the one who never leaves you. Say, Ya Allah, if this feeling is good for me, make it easy and pure. But if it distracts me from you, remove it gently from my heart. That dua alone can bring you peace, because it's a sign that you are surrendering your emotions to the one who owns them. Sun behind small cloud, sometimes love is not a destination, it's a lesson. Maybe that person came to teach you how to love purely, without expectation. Maybe they came to remind you how to forgive, how to let go, or how to pray sincerely. And when their part in your life is done, Allah writes an ending, not because He wants to hurt you, but because He wants to write a new beginning for your soul. If you knew what Allah has planned for you, you would stop crying and start trusting. Dizzy, detach, don't despair. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you start trusting. When you say, Ya Allah, you know what's best for me, you release the burden that's been sitting on your chest. When you stop chasing the one who left and start chasing the one who never leaves, you'll feel a calmness you've never known before. Rose, love that leads to Jannah. True love, the one worth holding on to, is the love that helps you reach Jannah. If a person makes you closer to Allah, helps you guard your heart, and strengthens your deen, then that love is a blessing. But if it takes you away from your prayers, steals your peace, and makes you forget your purpose, then it's a test you must pass. Thought balloon, ask yourself tonight. When you can't sleep because of that person, ask yourself, Do I remember them more than I remember Allah? Because whatever you think of most has already taken space in your heart, and only Allah deserves to live there permanently. You can love someone, but never more than you love your Creator. You can miss someone, but never so much that you forget who gifted them to you in the first place. Rainbow healing through dua. My dear brothers and sisters, if your heart is hurting tonight, make this dua. Ya Allah, replace what I've lost with something better. Heal what's broken in me. Purify my heart from anything that distances me from you, and then leave the rest to Him. You'll see, slowly, silently, Allah will replace your pain with peace, your tears with contentment, and your longing with closeness to Him. Sunflower final reminder. Remember, not every person who stays in your mind is meant to stay in your life. Sometimes they're meant to lead your heart to Allah. So, when someone won't leave your thoughts, don't ask, why them? Ask, what is Allah teaching me through this? And when you learn the lesson, you'll see that it was never just about love. It was about your heart's journey back to Allah. Speech balloon Mufti Menk-style closing line. My beloved brothers and sisters, never allow your heart to be imprisoned by someone who was only meant to pass through. Let your heart be free, free to love Allah, free to forgive, free to trust His plans. Because when you surrender your heart to Allah, He will fill it with a peace no person could ever give you.